Alright, so here's the skinny. I was pretty disappointed by the lack of progress in the last session that I decided that in between sessions I'd do some stuff in my own time to make up for it and also get us back on the right track. Mabini agreed that this was a good idea. So here's all the stuff I did. First I went back to Lem and sold all of my relics to get a fat stack of cash. Then I went back to use that extra pale ore we got a few episodes ago to upgrade my sword. Next I went to the shop in Dirtmouth and bought a mask piece, a rusted key, and a soul piece that completed another soul container. I then headed to Salubra's place and bought 2 charm notches and both badges that were for sale. I started exploring around at this point for any items I may have missed, and while exploring the Crystal Peak I found my way into the Crystallized Mound. This place is basically just a simple platforming challenge, but I was surprised to find an upgrade to the drop dive at the end of it. Whoops. I also picked up an extra grub while I was here. Speaking of grubs, I then decided to head back to the Grub Father and reap any rewards we hadn't gotten from him yet, and was pleasantly surprised to see it seems like we haven't visited him since the beginning of the game. So he showered me with tons of cash and also dropped the Grubstone badge, a rancid egg, and another masterpiece. While exploring the Forgotten Crossroads some more, I accidentally stumbled upon a boss we had never encountered before. But considering it was in such an early part of the game, I dispatched it extremely quickly, so whoops again. However, it did drop yet another mask piece. Speaking of mask pieces, now with so much extra dosh to spare, I went back to Dirtmouth and bought a 4th and final mask piece, giving us another full mask container, which wasn't really my intention to get it just sort of worked out this way, I swear. Speaking of shops, I then decided to head to the map shop and just buy out all of its stock because why not, right? At this point, I felt pretty confident about my rematch with the Hive Knight, and sure enough, I was able to defeat him in no less than my first attempt. Yippee! Knowing that it was an optional boss, I decided to quickly look ahead and see if the reward was even worth it, only to discover we did all of this just for a badge. It's a pretty decent badge, don't get me wrong, but Additionally, if any of you were complaining about the fact that there was, in fact, a shortcut in the Hive area to get to the boss easier, you'll be pleased to know that I did indeed finally find it on my way back out of the Hive. Yes, I am indeed an idiot. With still a bit more cash on hand, I decided to make one final stop at Leg Eater and buy his 2 last fragile badges. And finally, I looked up exactly how to get to the Dreamer in the City of Tears and positioned myself at a bench right next to where we need to go for this next session. Speaking of which, back to the episode. Welcome back to Super Mario Sunshine. Guys, after that intro, I have something to tell you. Mabini, I want to tell you something a little special. So first off, you may not notice, but this is a third file. This was not here before. Okay. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story today. I'm going to tell you the story of me, so already you should be interested.
Yes.
And Hollow Knight, okay?
2 of my favourite things in the whole world.
Yes. 2 of your most absolute favoritist things ever.
I laugh, but you are probably one of my favourite things ever. Yeah.
One of my favourite things.
Yeah.
When I first played this game, right, when I first got it, I didn't know anything about it really. Other than like people recommending it and like a review here or there, I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I'll give it a go. I bought it and I didn't like spoil anything for myself, right? I just played it. And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to play this game. I'm not going to look anything up. I'm just going to have fun and do my own thing. I didn't look up anything. I didn't look up lore videos. I didn't look up like what to do. I didn't look up anyone else's like opinions or reviews or anything like that. What happened was I played this game and I really, really enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm like, this is a great game. I want to play it more. I want to 112% it, right? Yep. But the thing is, when you get into the late game, 112% of this game is really fucking hard. Yeah. It gets really hard, and I still haven't done it. I kind of kept trying to do it, and like the whole time I'm like, I'm not gonna look up anything Hollow Knight related. I'm just gonna do that. What happened was I just couldn't beat stuff, and then eventually like just life happened and things got in the way. This was actually around the time I had my huge mental breakdown, so that's pretty fun. But anyway, so my interest in the game kind of fell off a little bit, and I never got really back to it. And I knew that I loved this game and I enjoyed it a lot, enough that I wanted to, play it with you and do it on the series when it came up to it, because I'm like, I like this game, I want to play it again, Yeah. But I still had never like looked into it or did anything, right? Well, when I made, obviously I was very unhappy with how the last session went. So I was like, I want to go back into the game and like fix stuff by playing it and being a bit better. Than I was before, and just catching up and figuring out where we needed to go. when I did that, I started looking things up again, right? So I started looking up like lore videos and like videos about, you know, like speed runs and playthroughs and like where things are and what to do. And my love and appreciation and respect for this game just went up and up and up, right? And I started getting really, really into it just by like doing that little segment at the beginning of this video.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I love this game so much, I want to play it again. So, since the last recording session and now, I have played through the entire game again and gotten 110%.
Okay.
On top of that, I have another playthrough going on Steam, because I bought the game again on Steam, and I've almost finished that one as well. Okay?
Alright.
And on top of that, I'm also maybe recording a little bit of it, maybe, for some videos in future, possibly.
Alright.
So, I've been playing a shit ton. I've basically been playing almost exclusively just Hollow Knight ever since our last recording session, and I'm very much hoping that as a result,
The back end of this series gets way better.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have like literally since the last time I played this game, and we on the channel, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Not only do I know what I'm doing, I've played the entire game again since. So hopefully I'm not going to be horrendous, but you know,
Yeah.
who can say? Who can say? Right now, because like it's kind of funny that or good that I did indeed do this, because this boss is actually one of the hardest bosses in the game. And like if I just didn't play it at all since last time, I'd be stuck on this for the entire recording session, guaranteed. So yeah, that's my little Hollow Knight story, and I thought that was kind of interesting because like I really do love this game. It's why we even played it on the series to begin with, right? Or on the show. But I never like fully allowed myself to be like, I mean, I allowed myself to be immersed, but I never like, you know, got into the, you know, the culture of the games and stuff. Or what am I trying to say? You know, I looked up all the lore videos, and, you know, now I actually know what the F is going on in this game.
Yeah.
I have context for everything. I know what everyone's deal is, and I know what I'm doing, and I know stuff now. And I've been having a ball. I've been having a whale of a time doing it. So I just want to let you know that a little surprise for you. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's good.
We also decided off camera that we would be going for the true ending as well.
Yes.
And also look at that, I beat the boss in one go.
Yeah.
1 billion% guaranteed you if I didn't play the game and practice since the last time I played it, that would have just been the entire recording session. Would have been that
half
boss.
an hour of that.
Yeah, I was practicing him in. For those of you who are in the know, in Godhome, I was trying him on the Ascended mode with also the same charms that we have. Which, by the way, I'm gonna spend some time in this recording session finding better charms because these ones suck dick.
Okay.
I now have preferences, and
Nice.
and I know which like. I have context for more charms. Like I've looked up charm tier lists and stuff, for instance, and like I found out why, you know, certain things are used and why certain things are not liked or are liked or whatever. So like some of the charms we were using before sucked and no one liked them, and I was like, oh man, why have I been using this whole time? Anyway, so yeah, so now I'm a Hollow Knight expert of sorts. And like I said, I may have a couple of my own special little videos coming out. So. I don't know when they're coming out. They're definitely coming out after this video, that's for dang sure, so I'm not going to talk about that too much.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I really hope that people stuck with this series. This series has been through the ringer, I'll tell you what.
It's been a good day for...
Progress?
Progress
in games?
Well, yeah, not only in games, but also, like, I came up with my idea in our Twilight Princess recording session.
You came up with it?
Well, because I was thinking out loud about the structure of my 24 Supercars driver video.
Just bear in mind, that video won't be out by the time this video is out. Okay.
Okay, so for people who don't know, I have a work in progress series that I haven't made a video for, but I'm trying to make them all at the same time so that it's like 24 videos will come out this year.
Yeah.
And
this year?
Yeah. Because if I make, because it's based on this on seasonal.
Check it out. Pretty cool.
Basis, like this year's 24 drivers, not because like maybe some of the drivers won't be in the category next year. You never know. And one thing I've learned is that since 2002, there's always a new driver in the category. Actually, that's guaranteed. We already know who one of them's going to be. Thomas Randall has got a full-time gig next year. But that's because Tickford Racing have got a new racing entitlements contract. So there will be at least 25 cars on the grid.
Sweet, dude.
Just some Radical Supercars news for you.
I'm glad.
I know you love it.
I do. Yeah, we've been working on a lot of projects recently, and me just playing through this game has inspired me to make many more.
Yeah.
So actually, right now, because I'm so into Hollow Knight, like right now, I'm into it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do as much on my Hollow Knight videos as I can. So it's possible I'll like kind of focus. I'm focusing on them kind of first while I've got this, you know, energy for it. Not to say that like my interest in Hollow Knight will go down. If anything, my appreciation for this game has only gone up because now I finally allowed myself to fully enjoy not just the game but the culture and community around it as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that on too because I like that. This is not a great charm, but I personally enjoy it.
What, the Wayward Compass?
That's also not a great charm. The Wayward Compass just shows me where I am on the map. This picks up money for me, so I don't have to do it myself.
Good, yeah.
And I can actually save a
like
lot of money.
Borderlands 3.
I'm gonna get that.
When you kill a dude, you just get all the money.
Yeah, kind of like that. You'll see. So what's this? If I kill this guy, see all that money down there?
Yep.
Yeah. Little fireflies come and pick it up for me. Do I have another key? I think I bought one, didn't I? I did. I have 3, which means I've only spent 1. We can go to God Home if we want to, and just have a bad time there. That'll be pretty cool.
Yes. You now have like a meta knowledge of.
I do. I know where everything is now. There was like 5 or 6 episodes where I was trying to get one item. I'm like, how do we get that? I know how to get that.
I'm not even sure where we are now.
We're in the City of Tears.
Okay, where's God Home?
God Home is in the trash pit.
I don't know what. Can we see the map?
There we go. God Home is there.
Okay.
It's in the Royal Waterways. That's DLC content though. It's like, you know, it's not necessary at all.
Okay.
There is an alternate ending there, but I've never gotten it because it's the hardest thing in the game to do. So
Okay.
it's interesting actually. There's a bit of controversy because of it, where they added a whole new ending, but only a very small % of players will ever see it, right?
Oh.
Because it's so fucking hard to get. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, that's.
I'm curious to know what your thoughts on that is. You think that's unfair? Do you think that's stupid? Or do you think that's like interesting and kind of cool?
I like little things like that. Because the game is so well made as it is.
Yeah.
Adding little things like that is very nice. Like the people who take the time and work hard, they get their special little things.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's really hard. Like, a very small percentage of players have done it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the players who, like, have done it, they're, like, pro speedrunners who, like, then do the hardest challenges in the game and, like, with all these restrictions and stuff. Like, yeah, I speedrun the it's called Pantheon 5. I speedrun Pantheon 5 and, you know, did it in fucking 10 minutes and also with my eyes closed and also with all of the bindings and also the floor is lava so I can't touch the floor. And it's like, yeah, okay, we get it. You have a small penis. No, I'm just joking. I really respect a lot of the speedrunners. I've been watching a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're all very cool from what I've seen. Dude, we're pimped out. This series has gotten good now. So if you dropped out, reasonably so, in one of the earlier episodes, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just start the whole game again and make a better series.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight is back from summer
More
school, baby.
attractive than ever before.
And then next time we will do something. Alright, bye.
Bye bye.